Hi, good morning. All of you can hear my voice clearly. Hi, good morning. Good to see you. Abhishek, Ashay Singhai, Aditya Prakash, Amit Vilatkar, Anand Arvind Atanusur. Hi, welcome. Bimal Birendra Jain, Darshana. Hi, good morning. Dipali, Gopal Krishnan, Hausla Maurya, Mahesh Kabra, Maitri Apte, Mangesh. Nikhil, Piyush Gandhi, Purnima, hi, welcome. Pramit Kedia, good to see you, Pramit. Uh, Pritam Patibandla, Priyadarshan, Pushpanjali Doshi, hi. Saumitra Chakravarti, Samir Doshi, Shekhar, hi. Sangita, Subodh Vaidya, Suman Murkuri, Yatin, welcome. Welcome, everyone. Okay, let's get started. So, markets have been volatile, and we wanted to talk about something little different today. So, how many, and let's answer this question honestly. Okay, I would request each one of you to answer in the chat box. How many client meetings did you do in the last month that ended with zero change in AUM? How many client meetings did you do in the last 1 month which ended with zero change in the AUM? Okay. If I look at your last 10 review calls, how many actually made the client's portfolio become better or stronger? If you look at your last 10 review calls, how many actually made the client's portfolio look better or stronger? Be absolutely honest in your responses. When you do your portfolio reviews, does it result in growing the AUM, or is it just for protecting relationships? Please answer this. When you are doing your portfolio reviews, are they resulting in growing the AUM, or they're just protecting relationships? Okay. Okay. So let me start with a hard-hitting truth. Okay. Let me start with the hard-hitting truth. Most mutual fund distributors are very busy. How many of you would agree to that? That we are very busy. Throughout the day, we are attending to phone calls or trying to figure out whom to call and so on and so forth. But it is not always very effective. Not always very effective. You take meetings, you do your reviews, you explain markets, you reassure clients, you send follow-up messages, and at the end of it, the AUM stays exactly where it was. This is not because clients don't have money. It is because your meetings don't move the money into your kitty. Today, most MFD reviews are polite conversations. They're just about nice discussions, good explanations, but zero upgrade. You walk out from the meeting thinking, oh, fantastic, good meeting. The client walks out thinking, nothing to do right now. How many times it has happened that you have had very polite conversations, very nice discussions, good explanations, but zero upgrade? Absolutely zero upgrade. And you walk out of the meeting thinking that, oh wow, we had a very good meeting. But in fact, the client thinks that nothing's to be done right now. And that gap in terms of what you think and what the client thinks is actually killing your growth. So, a meeting without an upgrade, and I'm going to talk about what an upgrade is not a review. It is just a social visit. A meeting without any kind of AUM upgrade is not a review, it is just a social visit. Clients do not increase AUM because they understand markets better. They increase AUM because the meeting creates clarity, structure, and one small decision. And most of you enter meetings hoping that something will happen. Hope is not a strategy. High quality advisors enter every meeting with an intent. If only one thing changes today, what should it be? That is the question in their mind. They're not looking for five changes. It's not a full restructure, but just one improvement. Maybe an improvement in the SIP, maybe an improvement in the STP, maybe some change in the idle cash, maybe a consolidation, maybe rebalancing, maybe some future trigger. But every meeting has to result in one change. Everything else is just about a noise. Today, I'm going to discuss at how to stop wasting your meetings. What should we do from start to finish when we enter a meeting and how to stop wasting a meeting? All right, ready, everyone? Absolutely ready. I'll be sharing my screen and we would be going through it together. Okay, just a minute. Let me just see whether it is visible. All right. Okay. Can you please confirm that you can all see my slide deck? Please write in the chat box if it is visible. All right. Thank you. Okay. Super. Good. So what is that one upgrade rule? So the science and maths behind building a predictable AUM growth from your meetings. So the trap is we are looking to measure success by the quality of conversation. That doesn't give results. We measure success by the movement of the portfolio. Let us be very, very blunt about it. Having a good meeting doesn't always result in an increase in the AUM. If the upgrade doesn't happen, then the meeting has definitely failed. So what counts as an upgrade? Any single movement that improves future AUM, like it could be an SIP amount increase, new SIP added, lump sums added, asset allocation changes, STP started, fund consolidation, maybe a nominee referral, some fixing of goals, something definitely has to happen. These are the 5, 7 things which would get counted as an upgrade. So what is a 4-step execution cycle? The objective of every meeting has to be clear in your head. We need to decide before entering the meeting room. Second, we have to first diagnose. Diagnosis is the key. And diagnosis can happen only when you're asking questions. So always ask before advising. Third is the pitch. Small decisions only. And the finally is the closure, locking it with silence. These are the 4 steps execution cycle: objective, diagnosis, pitch, and closure. So enter every meeting. So let's look at the first step, which is the objective. Okay. You have to enter every meeting with one objective. 5 नहीं, 4 नहीं, 3 नहीं, सिर्फ एक objective. Before the call, you must decide if only one thing happens today, what should it be? क्या मुझे achieve करना है? Should it be an increase in SIP by 10%? Should it be converting an FD maturity into mutual fund? Should it be starting an STP from liquid fund? Objective has to be very clear in your head. Do not enter into any meeting without the objective being clear in your head. Second, diagnosis. Diagnose before advice. What feels unfinished in your finances right now? Which part of your money do you avoid looking at? If we met in 6 months, what should it be? What should be better? Always ask questions. You are masters in asking questions. Always ask question. Make the client define the gap that they're looking to fill. Let the client identify the gap in their financial position, in their financial statements, in their financial goals. This is diagnosis. Make them realize, make them identify. The only way to make them realize and identify is by asking questions. Third is the pitch. Big plans may get delayed. Small decisions get approved. If you ask for the big change, it might get delayed. There might be friction. So let's fix just one piece today. This is not a big change. We are only improving one small thing. Present the upgrade as a small decision. Your pitch has to be one baby step, a foot in the door. And then you need to close with a lot of calmness, not urgency. If this feels reasonable, we can lock this and move on. Then stop talking. Silence closes more upgrades. Silence results in decision, not logic. Silence closes more upgrades than logic. लॉजिक का एक जगह है, डिसीजन लेना है साइलेंस में. डिसीजन के वक्त लॉजिक नहीं चाहिए. इज इट गेटिंग क्लियर? लॉजिक and then silence. Logic, then silence. Not silent, not logic and then decision. Okay. Why does this work? So the client psychology, they will not feel overwhelmed. It will remove any kind of fear of regret, and it will create a sense of progress. Okay. From your standpoint, from the advisor standpoint, MFD standpoint, it establishes a clear intent. You are very clear about what you are looking to achieve. It will eliminate all kinds of random meetings. And over time, you will have predictable AUM movement. So what's the protocol to be followed? Pick one objective that you are looking to achieve in a meeting. Ask questions. Let's fix this one piece today and then lock it. Okay. Remember, AUM does not grow because clients agree with you. It grows because every meeting leaves the portfolio better than before. How many of you are going to go ahead and implement this same framework beginning today? I want a confirmation in the chat box. Each one of you. I want a confirmation in the chat box. I'm going to show the 3 steps one by one so that all of you can take screenshots. This is slide number 1. Slide number 2. Sorry, step number 2. Step number 3. And then the final one. All right, Mr. Bimal, you were asking for the slides. Mr. Avinash Mane, you were asking for the slides. Mr. Bimal C. Slide number 2 once again. Yes, this is the one. Diagnose before you advise. Super. All the very best, everyone. Have a great day ahead. And a final note to each one of you, since the markets are volatile, do not wait for panic calls to come from your clients. Send them a preemptive video message from your end. Send them a preemptive video message from your end, acknowledging the emotions that they are going through. Acknowledge the emotions that they're going through. All right. All the very best. Have a great day ahead.